I'm Claudia. I'm the author of The Secret Life of Things, a spiritual fiction novel that emerged through a very personal journey of healing and transformation. The beginning of the story started during the pandemic. I was living with my cat in a hut by the sea and offering remote healing sessions. I came to London, where I live now, and I was going around with tuning forks and my pendulum. And those are some of my tools. But I felt like I was in the future in a sci-fi film. And when I went back home, I created this short story of Cloudy Night and a soulmate dark heart that are healers in the underground network of healers. She's a shapeshifter, a psychic gardener, and a multidimensional healer. Last year, however, there was the real story of the book that came up. I was going through cancer tests. Well, there is fear, there is mortality, there is uncertainty, but I started just doing healing to myself, and through some spiritual guidance, energy work, something miraculous happened. So my body changed, healing happened, and I was keeping track of things with my pendulum because I was feeling the difference. And one day I went to a sanctuary for spiritual healing, and for the first time actually I shared my charts, my case study of my own healing, and she said, "These could help so many people. These could help so many people." I'm having goosebumps now. And but there was the seed for me to share. I thought that Cloudy Night would be the vessel for this story, because as in fiction you can create so much more emotional landscapes and describe these invisible realms. From there things evolved quite a lot, because then I went to, there was the quantum shifts there, and there was the energy healing, but there started to also be other layers of past lives that I was discovering and healing on myself. And so through Cloudy Night's world, I could explore what I was living. And so that journey from illness to awakening and from trauma to transformation, that's really what is the core of the novel. So The Secret Life of Things is a story about healing, and not just the physical healing, but the emotional, the spiritual, the collective healing. And it's a love story as well. So even though they mainly meet telepathically, but that's energy. And what began as a private process became a doorway for the soul. So these are images that I created to express what I saw and felt during my real healing journeys. I struggled to share or explain what happened, because the visions and the shifts in consciousness were invisible. When I saw these images, I kind of cried, because for the first time I was seeing like visuals that I could show someone else. It's a very true story, even though it is told as magical and mystical way. These days is so important to that people take responsibility for their own healing, and that they can be inspired by other healing stories. So I'm happy to share that through this story. Thank you for listening.